Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing the Sniper Elite franchise on the GTX 1650 Super. All these will be 6 games: Sniper Elite 1, V2 Remastered, Sniper Elite 3, 4, and then in the end I'll show you the Zombie Army games, which are Zombie Army Trilogy using Sniper Elite V2's engine, and Zombie Army 4, which is the newest one that uses Sniper Elite 4's engine. They are not technically Sniper Elite games, but the mechanics are basically the same, but in a zombie scenario. So first on Sniper Elite 1, I'll show you 4K. In order to get this resolution, you need to download a mod, link in the description if you want to download it. And it runs at over 100 frames per second all the time, very old game, easy to run. Then on Sniper Elite V2 Remastered, I couldn't do 4K while targeting 60 frames per second, so I went for 1800p, which is 3200 by 1800, very close to the 4K resolution, but not quite. That helped us get to 60 very easily. Then for Sniper Elite 3 we get a graphical jump, an upgrade in graphics. This was the last Sniper Elite game on the PS3 and 360, so I dropped to 1440p max settings in order to stay over 60 frames per second, even in the moments where there are a lot of effects on screen, which is what destroys the frame rate. So yeah, the game ran fantastically well. For Sniper Elite 4 I went to 1080p on almost the maximum settings. I only lowered the shadows from ultra to high, since sometimes when looking into the distance in the forest level there are drops into the 50s using the maximum settings. Very nitpicky from my part, I know, but it was a way to be over 60 pretty much all the time. And then on the Zombie Army games, Zombie Army Trilogy was fine at 1440p. When there are explosions it might drop below 60 frames per second, it seems to be some engine thing, because the rest of the game runs just fine at over 60 by quite a big margin. And finally on Zombie Army 4, the latest one in the series, I'll be using 1080p on the maximum settings, and that's more than enough to be over 60 frames per second. This is the first one in the series using the Vulkan API, and they did a great job with it. As you can see, the performance speaks by itself. But yeah guys, that's about it. I hope you keep enjoying the video, thanks for watching and see you next time.
More bullets.
Target down. Stay down. That's it.